today's kind of an interesting video. It's going to be a completely different thing than I've ever done. This month I would like to make a town. And I've got some ideas for a town and I've had them for a while. But I wanted to go ahead and actually build some of them up. I don't have the room to display a town, but I thought it would be fun if I built some buildings and came up with a definitive order for them. And kind of a modularity to them. So I'm just going to jump into the buildings I have. I currently have a potion shop, a tavern and inn, empty building, and I have one market stall, which I'm going to show off in this video real quickly where I'm at with those and what I'd like to accomplish. So I did make a video about making this guy, and I might show it off later. It didn't come out quite as I'd hoped, but that's okay. It's kind of got a modular disassembling feature. The front here is nice and red, and it has a window that can open, of course, and I like that. The door color isn't what I would like, and you can see that there's tile pieces that aren't the right colors either. It does include a piece of the street, which is a thing that I think I'm going to try and do for all of the buildings so that they can slide together and make up a chunk of city. So let's move on. The next thing is, and it's not finalized, but this would be the inn section, the rooms that you could rent for the night, and there's a little overhang there where it's going to come forward, where there would be kind of like a balcony or something here, and I could bring that out over top of the door in the front here and actually have columns coming up, or a column coming up and holding that. And I kind of like the idea of the column being in front of the window. That's kind of fun. Anyways, so that's that. That whole second floor needs to be built up before I'm done with that, obviously. Now, the first floor is doing okay. Here's, hey, we know that guy. But of course you can't see him great because there's this stairway. But I've actually put that on jumpers, and it can be removed. The fun one about that is that I used a lance to make the railing / banister, and I kind of like that idea, but I might change it out. But again, the modularity of popping out the stairway so that you can see my guy cracking open a cold one with the boys. And by boys I mean he's all alone except for the bartender. So in there you can kind of see how that would be. I'll turn it up so we can get another view. It's a little dark in there, but that's all right. That would be a counter where, you could order drinks. There's a couple of bar stools and then a table here in the front. And I'm working on figuring out a better layout for that because we do need more space than just that. But the walls are all built by themselves, which means I've got gaps because I don't have the 1x1 bricks to fill those in. There's a doorway in the back so that you could go out through the back alley because that's a tavern classic. I didn't have room to build a basement. I do have a little bit of room because I've stacked it up on some bricks, and I might I think that's a good system, so I might continue that through the other buildings. And then there could be not necessarily a basement, but a sewer or something, and that's kind of fun. The next building that I have most complete is Red's Potion Shop. So that's kind of fun. These are all kind of fantasy, medievally themed, and again, I had a good bit of red, so I went ahead and built one of those. This one's kind of the most complete because I've also put in little locks in the form of tiles to lock the walls together. But again, normally all of the wall comes off. Try that again. There it is. The whole wall comes off. And that one's just a window. The floor is green on the outside, but I did tile it with, not tile it, floored it, I guess. I put studs in most of it. There's a little bit of tile, though. There's some paper stacked up on the top and over here. And of course, we have potions for sale. But again, you have a little bit of a hard time seeing into them, so I like that I can remove all of the walls and get better access to that. And there's Red himself working inside the shop. So That's the two most complete. Now, is that out of the way? Yeah, that's good. This one is just a shell, but it's a blue building. It's got 2 windows and a door, and same thing, the walls are removable. The difference in this one is that I didn't make the walls all the way across and then fit in between. They all are the same length, so it kind of makes that swirl-ish pattern, and it needs a lot of work, honestly. Finally, I have a market stall. You might recognize this one because it was the super awesome green robot, but it's been taken down. There's some cakes for sale, which is a fun one, and the plate that it's on is not its permanent base. It's kind of got a fun, the fabric of it coming down the front there maybe, kind of curves forward, kind of nice. I don't hate that, but I'm not in love with it yet, so I'm gonna definitely want to work on that. Anyways, I'm going to be working all this month. I'm working on 30 videos for you, and a lot of them will have to do with building those buildings, hopefully. And if not, oh well, but that's the plan, so stay tuned, come back tomorrow and the day after and so on, and let's see how I progress. I'm going to be trying to buy up some parts and use the parts that I have, of course, and we'll see how far I can make it by the end of the month, and I think that'll be an interesting thing, because I've never done anything like that. It's not going to be one of those months and months and months and years building projects. Anyways, I might be updating on Twitter and stuff with that, so if you're on there, you can follow me. There's links in my channel, but I should have some in this video description too, if you check those. So, thanks for listening to me ramble. Bye.